Welcome to Movie Life Crisis. Join us as we watch the best movies from 30 years ago.
He's a loan shark.
I'm the one telling you how it is.
He's got no respect for us.
He's the producer.
So you make movies, huh?
A major Hollywood player.
Together, they're going to make a killing.
Yesterday, you were a loan shark.
Yeah, but I was never that into it.
John Travolta, Gene Hackman, Rene Russo, and Danny DeVito.
Thought of a title yet?
Get Shorty.
All right, what's my motivation?
Why'd they throw that gunshot in at the end?
To make sure that
like
people know that it was a movie where people shot other people. I don't know.
I don't know, but did they? I mean, he did shoot people, but not a lot. There wasn't a lot of shooting.
Not a lot.
Was there?
I don't know. It seemed like John Travolta had a gun for a lot of it, but I also didn't think of it as like. It didn't seem like it was all that violent a movie. Like it wasn't like Pulp Fiction. It was just kind of like it was like wacky, and then sometimes someone would shoot someone, but it was like
was not Pulp Fiction
it wasn't
at
even
all, for
gory.
sure.
It was just like funny. It was like violence,
Yeah.
funny.
Well,
funny
I think
violence.
that's what they were going for too, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it says
going for
gangster comedy film.
Right.
Movie Life Crisis Season 5, Episode 25, Get Shorty.
Criminy.
I don't know if I ever saw this before.
I've definitely seen it before. I have it on DVD, and it's a double thing.
Yeah.
You know how you
Yeah,
the Get Cool was
Get
in there
Cool
with
from
it.
2005.
But I don't think I watched this more than once, which is weird because I enjoyed it. So like I don't.
Well, we
I
were
don't know
talking.
why.
We were talking last episode about like what we were going to do next. We're like, I don't know. We're kind of out of movies that we really want to do. There's a bunch of like Jumanji and Virtuosity and Housecast and whatever.
Right.
And I was like, dude, I think this is good. I feel like I've heard that it's good. I like all the people that's in it. Like, let's just do it. And then I watched. I was like, this shit is really fun. I'm so glad that we did this. I probably would have never seen this if it wasn't for this podcast.
And why? But I can't figure out why I didn't watch it before. Like you said, it's got a bunch of people in it. It's got nice reviews. It made some money. Like I don't. Why wouldn't I have watched this?
I don't know,
What was
dude,
I
but
waiting
it hits all the right. I was thinking of like because Barry Sonnenfeld directed it, and I was like, dude, I can kind of see like I can see the bones for like Men in Black and Wild Wild West, where it's like funny and kind of wacky, and like the timing's really good, and like the back and forth is great.
Right.
And I was like, and I was thinking about like Lucky Number 11 and some of those like kind of weird, funny like crime heist movies. Yeah. Dude, I love shit like that. I was like, this movie's like right up my alley.
And I like when it's like meta Hollywood stuff where they're like talking about making movies and then at the end they make the movie of the thing that they're talking about, which was actually the story that we just watched.
Yeah,
and
it was a bunch of inside baseball Hollywood stuff, and I liked it.
Yeah.
It's like it's not a subtle metaphor at all that a mobster and a loan shark decides to get into the movie business. It's like, they're all crooks. That's the whole thing. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
And it's based on a novel by Elmore Leonard, and it's based on a guy that he actually knew who was a loan shark whose name was freaking Chili Palmer, who has a cameo in the movie. Like they don't say like it's a biopic or based on a true story, but it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is. Dude, I don't want to be a loan shark, and I don't want to be in the movie making business. I don't think.
If I had to pick between those two, if those are my only two job choices, I'm gonna go movies.
Give me the crab juice. I don't think like none of this stuff looks like it's appealing because like you said, like the movie people are like in with the mob, like everything is tainted. I don't want to deal with any of that.
But like don't you feel like every industry you could do, you're like, oh, you know what industry is pure as the driven snow? Pharmaceuticals. It's like pick an industry where like airlines, they're super clean. They're clean as the priest sheets. Dude, they're all crooked. They're all probably backed by drug and mob money, and they're probably all full of horrible people stabbing each other to make more money. I think
just to make more money.
I'm like, that's what I think capitalism looks like up close.
And because it was a mob thing and a loan shark, I could not think of the Richard Jenny bit about being a loan shark. And I was like, what was that? And then I remembered it's not really about a loan shark. It's about a girl getting her period. And the period is like a loan shark. And he's like, he walks up to the girl. He's like, hey, you have a baby this month. How many times we got to go through the same thing? I told you to, boom, hits her in the stomach. I'll be back next month. You wait for me right here. Like, dude, I looked all over for that and I couldn't find Loan Shark. And finally, after watching 3 Richard Jeni specials, I came across it and I realized that's the one.
I was going to say, which special is that on? It's not Good Catholic
That's
Boy
from
or
Steaming Pile of Me.
I got all of those. I haven't, I freaking...
It's right before he, do you like the waitress's tits, Richard?
Like, think how much fun Richard Jeni's podcast would be if he was still alive, because he's freaking so weird and funny. That shit would be...
I feel so bad for people like that, because I know that he was tortured, but he's so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, dude, almost done with 1995, and which is good because the tail end of 95 I was like, we got a bunch of fine movies, but then I started looking at 96. I was like, oh, dude, I cannot wait.
Dude, Ackerman was just telling me, he was like, man, the stuff you and JT talk about is for reals, because I was listening to something else, and they were like, oh my God, 1996, it's wall-to-wall awesome movies. Look at 97, it's amazing. Yeah. 95 was I'm like, yeah, it's all a bunch of good movies.
Yeah, dude.
We didn't do them all, but
bangers. It's banger. But
we did some Bye Bye Loves and some
Bye Bye Loves is great. The worst movie we did all year, I think, was Pocahontas, but also it was the one I had the most fun doing because we just realized that we both hated it and just made fun of it. And I had like 5 people tell me how much they enjoyed that episode. I was like, yeah, sometimes you get surprised by a shitty movie and you just make stupid jokes and you giggle, and that's a fun time.
It kind of makes me want to do Pocahontas 2, the direct-to-video one, when we get to that year, whatever year that is.
Hopefully it's the year 3000. I'm not doing it. Give us the synopsis. I don't know how you synopsize this freaking complicated-ass movie.
A mob enforcer goes to Hollywood to collect a debt and ends up becoming a movie producer.
Yeah.
Is what I put.
Clean. I like it. $30 million budget, $115 million gross. Ended up the number 15 movie on the year between Bridges of Madison County, which we did not do, and While You Were Sleeping, which was last episode. Sandra Bullock is a very convincing toll booth operator.
The hottest McDonald's person ever.
Yeah.
They say she's on the fryer later.
Tell. Barry Sonnenfeld the director lost a bet to one of the crew members because the crew member said he thought the movie would make more than $68 million, and Barry Sonnenfeld was like, "There's no way." And so he took the under and he lost. So this movie was a surprise hit.
He wins either way in that case, right? Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's like Kyle back in the day when he would always bet against LSU, or maybe it wasn't Kyle, maybe it was somebody else. He was like, that way, no matter what happens, I win.
I'm happy.
Yeah, either LSU wins or I make money.
Right. Yeah, not a blockbuster, but it's really hard to find an adult-targeted comedy crime hybrid.
Yeah.
That
ensemble movie, it spawned a franchise because there was a sequel and a television series. It was based on a book.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
$115 million for back then.
Yeah, dude. I mean, almost 4x the budget on a pretty small movie. And I can't complain about that. From MGM, classic Lion intro. And I saw friggin' Travolta won a Golden Globe for this. That's incredible.
Yeah, he got Best Actor for a comedy or musical. It got nominated for Best Picture. It got nominated for Best Screenplay. And it's one of the better of the Elmore Leonard adaptations.
Yes, and Elmore Leonard, I think, said it's the best movie based off of one of his books.
So yeah, and also I was gonna say he even likes it.
I also agree with all those nominations. Like Travolta was incredible. This script was awesome. Like I'm glad this movie got some love.
Yeah. He that dude's from New Orleans. Did you know that?
I feel like I did know that because I was like, I think he's got a connection somewhere.
Yeah, he's from New Orleans.
He knows about gangsters and loan sharks and crime.
Yeah, freaking. Do you know the what's his name? Wow, what's his name?
Yeah, Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson, the one that he's in with Morgan Freeman, and they're all wearing Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah,
I think he wrote that book too. Whatever it's called, I can't. God, Big Bounce, maybe.
Big Bounce. Charlie Sheen's in that. Yeah, based on a novel from Elmore Leonard. Good call.
Yeah. I think after I saw that and found that, or after I figured that out, I tried to read it.
I was going to say, I think I've read this one. I don't think I've read any of his other stuff. Yeah, that one's also got Lieutenant Dan, Morgan Freeman, Charlie Sheen, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, man.
Dude, I saw Lieutenant Dan at the frickin' Grand Ole Opry when James Taylor was there, and his band is called Gary Sinise and the Lieutenant Dans. So if he can tour for 20 years with a band named Lieutenant Dans, I can for sure call him Lieutenant Dan.
You can definitely call him whatever you want.
I think if I saw him and I went to hug him wearing his American flag T-shirt and I called him Lieutenant Dan, he wouldn't be upset at all. No,
he probably wouldn't. He leans into it.
Yeah, as well he should. I don't remember ever having seen. I don't think I've seen even clips of this movie. None of it felt like I had ever seen it before at all.
None of it was ringing a bell.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember having it on DVD because I pulled it out to make sure, and it had the one with the double.
Yeah,
and
it was opened. It wasn't in the shrink wrap.
Yeah, it was open. I remember watching it. Like part of it was coming back to me.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch it all the time.
Yeah.
This is not one I quote all the time.
Danny DeVito got heavy billing, and I felt like he wasn't in the movie that much.
Yeah, no, they slice it right in front of you.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Dude,
he speaks for the trees.
I'm never upset about Danny DeVito, but every trailer I looked at was like, Danny DeVito. I was like, he was in like 2 minutes of this movie. He had like 5 lines.
I really liked him. I liked what he did in there, though.
Dude, me too.
Like
it was one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite scenes.
He's trying to get this, and he just keeps going. All right, hang on. Let me try again.
Yeah, he's great.
Jerk. I love it.
How'd you rate this movie? 1 to 10, no 7s.
No 7s. It's the no 7s that got me. This landed in a 7 for me, but I really did have fun. It was better than I remember. I like a nice Hollywood satire. Smart, funny, cool, whatever you want to call it. I gave it an 8. Say 8.
Yeah, dude. This was an easy 8 for me. But
See,
because I
enjoyed
enjoyed the whole thing, and it was like this is one of the few movies that we've done for the podcast, other than like my very favorite movies of all time, like Groundhog Day and League of Their Own and whatever, that I was like,
right.
I kind of don't want it to end because I really am having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Usually I'm like, how much do we got left? Even great movies like Braveheart, I'm like, this shit is incredible. Wrap it up because I got to get to bed. But this is one where I was like, dude, I'm having fun. I don't want it to be over.
Yeah.
So it was an 8 all day.
If you would like it to continue on in 2005, you could watch Be Cool, and it's not.
It's not.
It's not the same.
No, not the same. But yeah, I just thought everyone was like, dude, it's freaking snap. Like the cast list, like John Travolta, Gene Hackman, Rene Russo, fantastic. Delroy Lindo, great.
Yeah.
James Gandolfini, fantastic. Balding but with a ponytail, classic. Dennis Farina is my freaking guy.
Oh god!
And then like kind of cameo from they slice it right in front of you. Like it was fantastic.
But they also had a cameo. What was the chick's wife? Midler. Bette Midler.
Bette Midler was in there.
She showed up. Freaking
Penny Marshall.
Harvey Keitel was playing the thing, and Penny Marshall was the. That's great.
A bunch of inside baseball movie stuff, like old 90s shots of LA where I lived for a couple of years. So yeah, I was absolutely delighted.
Yeah, it really was good. So what's your first scene?
Dude, I think my first scene is the one that we were talking about where John Travolta is Chili. He's the loan shark. He somehow ends up in Los Angeles and decides that he wants to get into the movie business. Which it turns out he doesn't think is all that different from loan sharking. And he meets Gene Hackman, who's like, Gene Hackman claims he's a big shot Hollywood producer, but really he like makes B movies where people scream a lot and like alien monsters attack.
Right.
And he's sleeping with Rene Russo, who's like the queen of the screen movies, who's used to be married to Danny DeVito, who's a huge star. And so like they're going to try to get Danny DeVito to do this movie. And John Travolta and Rene Russo go and pitch the movie to Danny DeVito. And that scene, they're in his living room and John Travolta's just like pitching Danny DeVito and Danny DeVito's completely buys in. And it's like, and even though no one knows who this guy Chili Palmer is and it's his ex-wife that's with him, Danny DeVito immediately decides he very much wants this part and he's like asking him
He'll do whatever he needs to.
And John Travolta's giving him freaking acting notes, even though this is like third day in L.A.
Look at me.
Yeah,
Look at
he's
me.
like, with the eyes. Do it with the eyes. That I wish I could like accurately capture, but I'm not John Travolta, or they slice it right in front of you, so I can't. But that scene
Slice it right in
was
front of you.
genius, and I loved everything that happened there.
Dude, when he's like, all right, what about now? Do I have now? Like, did I do it that time? He's like, no, I'm not buying it. And Rene Russo's like, yeah, I'm not buying it either. And he's like, all right, he's like rubbing his
He's like,
face.
I can do
He's
it.
like getting all ready.
He's like, tell
all
me
right.
what my motivation is. And he's like, I own him. I own him. He's like, it's with the eyes. It's all with the eyes.
Oh man, slice it right in front of you. It was killing it. Danny DeVito was fantastic. That was one of my scenes also. My actual, my first scene that I had is when Chili walks into Harry Zim, who is Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Walks into his office, not into his office, into his house, and he's like in the house already with the TV on. No, it's Rene Russo's
It's Rene
house.
Russo's house.
He breaks into Rene Russo's house, and he's sitting in the living room waiting for Gene Hackman to come turn off the TV now that he has it on. And when he gets down there, he's telling him the whole, look at me.
Yeah.
Don't. He's like, what? I'm looking at you. What? Dude, this whole thing sets the whole tone for the film because you think something's bad's happening. They pan to Rene Russo upstairs, and when she comes downstairs, they're sitting at the freaking kitchen table.
Dude, like they're just
hashing out. He's like, and then what happens?
They're drinking whiskey, and he's telling him his movie idea, and like Gene Hackman's in his freaking boxer shorts.
Dude, I love the Travolta plays a very good laid back, like menacing looking person. And I think, cause I don't know, I think he did a really good job, and he was killing it in that part.
Dude, he was awesome. He was awesome in this. And I read like Gene Hackman is great. Everyone always loves Gene Hackman, me and you especially. But like I read that he didn't want to do it because he doesn't do comedy. And then and they told him like, that's perfect because you don't, this character isn't trying to be funny. You play it totally straight. And then that makes it funny. I was like, God.
I think he is funny.
I think
though.
he's hilarious, dude. He was so good.
Yeah,
But I can see, I mean, I do think that's important sometimes when you're playing comedy. Like Jim Carrey's not playing it straight. That's not his thing. But like sometimes the real funny part is the guy who just stands there normally while wild shit happens and reacts completely normally to it. I was like, that's so good.
Yes. I don't see Gene Hackman bending over and talking with his butt cheeks.
No, that's probably not. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Yeah, he's not going to birth himself through a rhinoceros.
That's in 95.
That's in 95. We didn't get to do When Nature Calls. We didn't make it there.
That's okay.
That's a great scene, dude. I had that on my like extended list. My second one was I really wanted to get one with Dennis Farina because he was freaking great.
Oh my god!
And I think it was
love that dude.
And I think it was when maybe early on when Dennis Farina goes to confront when they're still in Miami and he goes to confront him like in the restaurant, like right at the beginning of the movie. Because right then I was in. I was like, I like all these people.
All of it,
And like he got up in Chili's face, and then dude and then Chili just freaking rolls out. Like just when they got into it at the restaurant, and I think was that when he stole his jacket? Was that the very beginning? I was kind of
stole his coat from the coat room, and then he walks right in and punches him square in the nose.
But I also loved that at the end of that kind of same scene that Travolta like gets into it with the restaurant people. He's like, "That's my leather coat." He's like, "It's cold outside." And that like the maitre d's trying like, well, it was Mr. Bones took that, so really I'm sure it was a mistake. And he's like, and dude, Travolta was just getting in their face. And I was like, God, this is
so
great.
somebody needs to give me $329. That's what they need to do.
And then he goes over to his office and pops him right in the face. The fact that they're both tough guys and neither of them are afraid of the other, and they just keep like stabbing, shooting, and punching each other was great.
Dude, I love how Dennis Farina was like completely incompetent compared to Travolta's character.
Yeah.
I just freaking love it. Plus, every time he talks, I hear the movie Snatch. Like, I hear as Avi in Snatch. Like, I love Dennis Farina and the way he plays it. And he killed it as Bones. He killed it.
Dennis Farina's great, and like two things for me. about him that are iconic. One is he has an incredible mustache, and I never saw him without it.
Yeah.
Never, not once. And number two, he's one of the best deliverers of the F word in my lifetime in movies.
Yeah.
Like Samuel L. Jackson gets a lot of credit for that, as well he should. But Dennis Farina is great too.
Just his whole demeanor and the way he does it. I like all the stuff. I've seen a bunch of movies. What's the one where Eddie Murphy owns? Not Eddie Murphy. Eddie is the name of it. It's
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg
Yeah.
owns the Knicks,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in that. Dude, I used to freaking love that movie, and I was like, "Who's this guy?
Yeah.
I like this guy."
Yeah. He's in Saving Private Ryan and
that's-
freaking Striking Distance, classic.
Striking Distance. I remember that. Is that where they killed all the Jews?
That was when we did it on the podcast. Right on. Bruce Willis is in this. Dude, he's in Stealing Harvard. Remember that movie? I used to like that movie. Jason Lee.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and they did like 20 seasons of NYPD, whatever. And like shit before our time, like Midnight Run and stuff, which is iconic, but like slightly before our era.
Yeah, that's before me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good scene. My next scene is the very end. Like the final scene, you get to see the fictionalized version of a movie being made of the events of the actual movie that we just watched. It's all like there's what's her name is Penny Marshall is
Penny
the
Marshall's the director.
And Harvey Keitel is playing the Chili Palmer role.
He's playing the Dennis Farina. Danny DeVito's in it. And then freaking Travolta and Rene Russo are sitting with Danny DeVito's agent talking about another project they want to do, and they're like, he can't do it. He's too short.
Dude, I love how it all came together at the end.
And then that scene,
love a nice
that
meta
scene,
ending.
and also the movie ends with this freaking incredible like crane shot that pulls back, and the whole movie lot is full of fucking Oldsmobile minivans. Everyone's driving them now, and they all pull away.
I like to sit up high. I like to be able to see all the things.
Which is such a great recurring bit because Travolta gets to the LA and he gets to the rental car counter and he's like, what the fuck is this? He's like, I asked for a Cadillac. And the rental car clerk's like, well, this is a Cadillac of minivans. And he's like, all right.
The Cadillac of minivans.
But then through his confidence, he convinces everyone else that it's the jam.
All of them.
And like Danny DeVito's like, can I take it for a ride? He's like, yeah. And then like the next time we see Danny DeVito, his character's driving one. It's freaking great.
Yeah, when those pull off and you could see like Chili Palmer parking under the thing. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's a great scene. That's a great ending. My third one is kind of in a similar vein. It's where they Travolta, Rene Russo go to meet Gene Hackman and Danny DeVito to pitch him. Danny DeVito in the movie is like one of the biggest movie stars. And Gene Hackman has just gotten the shit kicked out of him, and he's like in a full body cast, and he insists on going to the meeting with his jaws wired shut because he's like, it's my project. And DeVito rolls up in a freaking Oldsmobile minivan because he just drove Chili Palmer's, and now he's got to have one. And Rene Russo's like, just like, she's doing the whole thing where she's like, listen, like, there was some question about the menu. Danny DeVito's not there. And it's like, and Rene Russo's like, don't worry about the menu. Movie stars never order off the menu. Like, just forget about it.
Yeah, it'll be completely off.
And dude, and Danny DeVito rolls in late. He's like, just Rene Russo's like giving her a kiss and smelling her, like shaking Chili's hand, telling Gene Hackman he looks terrible. And then he
every time he touches Gene Hackman too, Gene Hackman's like, oh.
And he's like snaps at the waitress. He's like, yeah, can we get like a strawberry crepe? And it's some of those blended drinks that have the fruit. Like he just
for everyone.
He just does
this. Doesn't wait for it and freaking Jesus.
And then before the food even arrives, he's like, all right, I got to go. I'll see you guys later. He did the freaking 30 Rock. Had like a catfish po' boy and a diet Fanta.
Oh, dude, that was a great scene because he just freaking cheeses it. And then he just reverses everything, gives her a kiss, shakes his hand, taps Gene Hackman on the back, and walks
out. And then
out.
As he leaves, the waitress brings up his freaking off-menu random order of whatever the hell it was. It's like that shit cracked me up. I loved every moment of it.
Yeah, that was a freaking fantastic scene. I should have picked that one. I like that one now that you say that. Dude, I did have an extra honorable mention when he finally when John Travolta shows that he's actually not can fight.
Yeah.
And he walks up to Bear. What's his name?
James Gandolfini.
Tony Soprano. Yeah, and grabs him by the junk and throws him down the stairs.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I loved that scene. I also loved that John Travolta, Chili Palmer, is such a movie fan. In the movie, he throws Bear down the stairs, and as he's falling, he's like, "Ooh, that's a good fall," because the Delroy Lindo had told him he was a stuntman. He's like, "Ooh, he's good."
Yeah.
And then, because then the next time he sees James Gandolfini in the airport parking lot, he's supposed to beat his ass. He starts talking. He's like, "What kind of stuff you been working on?" He's like, "Tell me some stuff. What would I have seen you in?" He just starts to go through his credits.
He's sitting next to a minivan, just leaning on it. Yeah,
that was great.
Delroy Lindo's awesome too.
Delroy Lindo is fantastic.
I like that guy.
He's great.
I like that guy.
Yeah,
I need to get into some more of that.
Yeah,
he's still around, right? He's not dead. Let's see.
He's
73. Good Lord.
Dude,
Good Lord.
He's from London? I never knew that.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he was in
didn't either.
Sinners. How did I not catch that?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I like him. I need to get into some more of him. I don't know. They're talking about him winning awards for being Slim in Sinners. But
nice. Oh, dude, we'll see Delroy Lindo next year because we're definitely going to do Broken Arrow.
That's another one where Travolta just plays just a smooth dude. I don't
He's
know.
also
I like
he's
the
also
way
in
doing.
Ransom in '96, which I feel like we're probably going to do.
Ransom is Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
we're definitely doing that.
Also,
I love that movie.
I'm saying, and also he's in Feeling Minnesota in '96, which is that rom-com with Cameron Diaz and Vincent and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, I remember that.
Delroy Lindo's busy in '96, but I mainly think of him from Gone in 60 Seconds because I've seen that movie a million times, and he was the detective.
Yeah. When is that?
2000.
That's not until 2000.
We got a minute.
Criminy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might make it there.
But yeah, dude, he's big. Well, he's freaking awesome. Let's do quotes. What's your first quote?
Rough business, this movie business. I'm gonna have to go back to Loan Shark and have a rest. I like how he's trying to do both. I like how he thinks it's going to be easy to just switch over because it's the same. And how he is always joking. He's like, I'm going to go back to doing the hard thing that everybody thinks is hard just so I can get a rest. I love that. So I threw that one as my first one.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how much I can't remember how much this was in the original book because it's been a long time since I read it, but I feel like Elmore Leonard is writes stuff like this. But I thought the iconic one was the Chili Palmer, "Look at me," because he says it every 5 minutes throughout the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, "Look at me." Yeah. But it becomes the way that Travolta does it. It kind of becomes everything you need to know about the guy, just the kind of quiet confidence.
And apparently, that is something that Quentin Tarantino said to John Travolta on Pulp Fiction set, and he was saying, "Look at me." So John Travolta threw that out there and said, "I'm gonna say it like this. Is that all right?" And he changed it up to say it. It was something like, "I want you to make eye contact" or something. And he said, "Look at me, look at me," and that's how he kept saying it. And apparently, that's how that's how Tarantino said it to him. So that's why he did it that way.
God, this is good. I was trying to figure out because I know Pulp Fiction happened before this, and it's got kind of similar, a little bit similar kind of elements. I mean, Travolta obviously, but also just the like the mafia stuff and the violence. This is way funnier, and that's way better. But God, dude, I love stuff like that.
Depending on what you're looking for, better might not be the thing.
Yeah,
I could probably watch this with Jake.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could watch Pulp Fiction with Jake yet.
Pulp Fiction is a better movie. It's more important that Jake know about Pulp Fiction if you're just only going to do a few from 95. But this is really fun. I agree. If he's 12, you probably could watch this.
Only a few from 95. Why would I do such a thing?
I can't imagine. You probably don't need to do all 25. You probably could skip Pocahontas, but...
we'll hit 2 later on down the road.
Catch that. My next quote was from Gene Hackman. It's not lying. It's being flexible about the truth. He's just this like sleazy freaking like scary movie producer guy, and God, dude, he's so slimy. He's so good.
His voice too, though, like I can hear his voice and pick it out right away. Like there's a lot of people I can do that with, but his for sure. And Slice It Right in front of you. If either of those guys want to read any of the books that I'm reading, I would gladly listen to them read an audiobook. Like I love both.
Dude, do you think it's like an uncommon skill to be able to pick out someone's voice? Because every time we see an animated movie, my wife's always like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's Owen Wilson." She's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's Amy Poehler." She's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's." She never knows who anyone is, and I'm like, I don't think I have like a special talent for that.
I see. I didn't think I did either, but every once in a while, like it'll be a voiceover for a Honda commercial, and I'm like, "Who's that?" And Jake's like, "I don't know. I can hear it." I'm like, "It's John Cena." It is. I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "How'd you get that?" I was like, "I don't know. You could tell his voice."
Yeah.
He's like, "That's weird." So yeah, that's got to be. It's not just us.
No.
We don't have that superpower.
No. I'm sure there's probably anyone who's nerdy enough to listen to this podcast is like, everyone can do that. But then you talk to normal people and they're like, I can't.
My problem is I'm so old that I can't remember the people's names. So I'm always like, that one guy who's in the thing with the
Marge,
stuff.
you know what I'm talking about.
He's got he drove that blue car. And that's my problem.
Yeah, sometimes that happens too. But especially the more that I watch animated movies now that my kid is older, I'm starting to go like he watches this Amazon show where it's like about a trash truck and an excavator, and they have all these different truck friends, and all of the truck friends are voiced by like the fire truck comes up, and I was like, that's Whoopi Goldberg, and then the crane truck comes up, and I was like, dude, that's Rex from Toy Story, that's Wallace Shawn,
yeah,
and like my wife's like looking at me like I'm autistic. I'm like, these are very recognizable voices. And I'm like,
those two people have very recognizable voices as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But, dude, God, Gene Hackman's so... And every time we talk about Gene Hackman, I just go back and look at his... Like, dude, he won an Oscar in, like, 1971, but he was still doing amazing movies, like, 40 years later. Like, you look at his filmography, and you're like, this doesn't seem possible. Like, Poseidon Adventure, Hoosiers, The Firm, Wyatt Earp, Crimson Tide, Quick and the Dead, Get Shorty. Like, Ants, Enemy of the State, Royal Tenenbaums.
Enemy of the State was fantastic.
Yeah, he's great for 50 years. Like, Academy Award nominated in the 70s, and I think he was nominated 70s, 80s, and 90s, and like won I think twice. Like I think 30 years apart, something like that.
That's
because
awesome.
he won for 92 and Unforgiven, and he was nominated in 67, nominated in 70, won in 71. He was nominated in like 4 decades and won twice, like 25 years apart.
Killing it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. He's great. I'm so glad he did this. He's got that cold ass goatee, and he's a perfect slimy B-movie producer.
Yeah.
What's your next quote?
In his robe, T-shirt, and boxers for a bunch of it. The next one I have is when Chili is explaining his quote real job.
Yeah.
To Rene Russo, and it's just deadpan, and he's like, "I'm not a gangster. I'm a loan shark." I like that there's a little crowbar separation, little caveat there. Keep it separate. It's not the same. I like that. So my second one's from Chili also.
That's a good one. My third one, I definitely wanted to do Dennis Farina, Ray Bones, and I was just trying to look through his list of quotes because I had a bunch of them. And I couldn't. I loved when he just beat the crap out of Gene Hackman and put him in the hospital.
Yeah.
Because that one, he was like, "I'm going to break your fucking legs, Harry." I was like, that was a great one.
Yeah.
But then the other one is like an iconic Dennis Farina quote. Like everyone who knows Dennis Farina could picture him saying this. "Don't you point your fucking finger at me." Like I could just, I could always see and hear him saying that.
See, to me, I picture him just being exasperated with the whole situation constantly. And he gets in the cab and he sits down and he just goes, "The fucking airport." Like he just like.
But dude, not only that, before he gets in the cab, he walks up to the cab and he's standing like at the front mirror and he fucking starts snapping at the cab to make the guy pull up 4 feet so he doesn't have to shift over to get into the back.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that is like so perfect.
Oh, that was so awesome.
And then he goes, the fucking airport.
shoes.
He's got a little bit of Pete Ginobili, not the violence, but just the like angry and exasperated all the time that I always think is funny. I love I love the angry old Italian guy.
He's just had enough. I also like when he goes and shows up and talks to who's the lady whose husband took the money and went to Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
or went to
Leo's wife.
Leo. What was her name? Faye. Faye?
And he just freaking smacks her in the face.
Have you talked? No, he's like, have you talked to Mr. Palmer since your husband blew up or something like that?
Yeah.
His Dennis Farina style is fantastic.
Yeah, dude. He's the best.
If you guys don't know who he is, look him up. That's fantastic.
He's the perfect kind of person that before we started doing this podcast, I wouldn't have known his name, but I would have been like, yeah, dude, that guy, obviously.
Yeah. Dude, what about when he's reading the magazine on the toilet and the phone starts ringing? And he just says the F word like 23 times in a row. As he's pulling his pants up to answer the phone. Oh, man. And it ends up being Gene Hackman trying to act cool and try to talk noise. It's
just
great.
regurgitating Chili Palmer lines to try to be hard.
Yeah.
Also, shout out old tech magazines on the toilet because now we have technology.
Yeah. Yeah. Magazines on the toilet's old school. We were never magazines in the toilet. We were all in the toilet, near the toilet. We were always just, read whatever you got there. Shampoo bottles. I know all there is to know about toxic shock syndrome because I can read about the little unfoldable piece of paper that's in the tampon box.
I like how sometimes you would go to somebody's house back in the day and they'd have like a crossword puzzle book on the back of the toilet. You're like, dude, I think you got a problem. Crossword puzzles take a minute.
What I do is I take and turn around so I can use the back of the toilet as a desk. Now some of you are thinking, does he have to take his pants all the way off?
Use it as a writing surface. Yeah, dude, I remember when I was younger, when I was a kid, I would have like those little like Garfield books with Garfield cartoons. Those are great toilet books because it took no time to read them.
Right.
It didn't matter if they got pee on them.
I like those because they were like the size of a half a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like when you opened them. Yeah, those, and they were numbered.
It was great.
I like that because I could keep them numbered on my shelf.
Yeah, and I picked one of those up not too long ago and tried to read them. And I was like, why did I think this was funny when I was a kid? I must have been an idiot.
You know what still is though, and I was showing it to Cece is the Far Side
is
and
still
Calvin
hilarious.
Hobbes.
Calvin Hobbes is great.
Both of those are still good.
Yeah,
still good.
Characters.
Yeah, characters. Dude, I put Chili Palmer. I thought John Travolta killed it.
He was great, dude. This is one of my favorite John Travolta performances I maybe have ever seen, and I like John Travolta.
That's because we haven't Broken Arrow yet, so that's why.
Dude, we're going to do... 96 is a big year for Travolta because I think he also does Phenomenon, and we're doing both of those.
Ooh, nice. I used to love that movie.
Dude, I mean, we're in the Travolta Renaissance. 94 Pulp Fiction, 95 Get Shorty, 96 Broken Arrow, Michael, and 97 Face Off.
Michael is the he's got the angel wings.
That's the angel wings. I don't care about that one. But Broken Arrow.
I've never seen that.
Dude, Broken Arrow, Phenomenon, and Michael all come out in 96. Two of those we'll do. One of them I feel sure we're not gonna.
I can't believe we're as excited as we are for Broken Arrow. Because I am 99% sure that they can't even sell that for $5 in the $5 pen. Like,
well, it's part of the like group of action movies that are so fucking ridiculous, like Con Air.
It's John Woo, isn't it? John Woo?
Yeah,
I think John Woo does Broken Arrow.
Yeah, I think he does, and I think Con Air is Michael Bay.
Michael Bay, yeah.
But like, so we have like The Rock, Con Air, like Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
They're complete like Face Off. Those are ridiculous movies that are so fun. Like I cannot wait.
Oh man, I just pulled up his thing. He has a bunch of movies in a row. He does have one in 1998 called The Junket Whore. And do you know how I would like to say that instead?
We're going to go to the Hunket.
Why can't we not go to the Hunket? It's sometimes too big.
You've had complaints.
I have complaints. Dude, he also plays in The Punisher, the
Yeah.
one with Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
He kills it in that.
Yeah, dude, this is a
yeah.
great Travolta performance. It's fantastic. He's like just getting back on top of things after Pulp Fiction, and he is perfect in this role.
I think he dressed fantastic in this. I thought it was cool the way he dressed. I don't know if that was on purpose or.
Dude,
I mean, I know it was on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. I
liked it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I think the costuming in this movie, all of it was great. Delroy Lindo was freaking wearing these cold ass silk shirts buttoned all the way up.
Yeah,
it was,
everybody
except Gene Hackman, who was dressed like a total douche. Everyone else was dressed great.
Who's the guy that was with Delroy Lindo? Golly, he played in what's the movie where Val Kilmer's a genius? Real Genius.
Yeah.
And I think he's the guy the whole time.
Oh yeah,
I think
I know you're
he's
talking
the
about.
guy that's in the he's in the closet in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, Laszlo is the name of the character. Hold on, I'm looking it up. John Grease is his name. Laszlo Holyfeld.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's it. Dude, he was so good as Ronnie. He just gets shot in the chest. But he was awesome.
Well, I mean, after Travolta was a no-brainer for me, but after this, there's a lot of really great performances for only 2 slots, and I was having a lot of trouble. Who's your next top character?
Dude, my next one is Dennis Farina. If I don't put freaking Ray Bones in there, I was going to be super upset about it.
I know, dude. I
can't. I could not do it. He's so freaking funny. The whole time, again, the one where he is trying to read the magazine on the toilet. Oh God. And he just, oh man, dude, I loved it. I thought he was great, and I couldn't not put him in there. Because seriously, when he answers the phone and Gene Hackman's like, Ray Boboni? He's like, yeah, who is this? He's still buttoning his pants. Oh, dude, I love it. He's fantastic.
Yeah, dude, you're right. That's the right answer. He's freaking brilliant at this. He's perfect for it. He's hilarious. He's got great clothes, too. And he says the F word better than anybody that isn't Samuel L. Jackson.
23 times in a row while he's standing up off the toilet.
Yeah, and this is I think iconic. I mean, it's maybe not as high profile a movie as some of the ones he's done, but this is an iconic performance. If you're in the Dennis Farina fan club, you would probably have a lot of conversations about how great this was.
Yeah, Ray Bones is definitely a big character for him.
All right. Well, I got to do Rene Russo third because she was awesome, and we haven't talked about her at all. But the whole movie, I was just like, dude, Rene Russo is so good.
She is a really good actress and is super cute in this. You know how old she is now?
I don't know.
71.
What?
We are so old.
Super old.
71? We're going to see her next year.
Yeah.
She's in Ransom too, isn't she?
Oh yeah. Dude, I mean, we're in the era of Rene Russo.
We did Major League 2. I remember in that.
Uh-huh.
Did we do Major League 2?
We did Major League 2. We also did Lethal Weapon 3, and we did Outbreak.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So she's gotten her just due on this podcast, but she was awesome in this movie. She's super cute. She's hilarious. She's she's a perfect foil to Travolta. She's goes along with him, scamming Gene Hackman and her ex-husband. They slice it right in front of you, dude. And I don't know. Her character didn't have as much to do as some of the other ones that I really love, but I just thought her performance was rock solid. She was great.
Do you have her filmography pulled up? Because I want to know the movie she does with Tim the Toolman Taylor. It's in the early 2000s, and it's got Stanley Tucci, where he's like, I need a nuclear weapon. Oh, no, nuclear weapon. Very hard to get.
Big Trouble.
Big Trouble.
Yeah, based on...
It's got Crunk in it.
Yeah, based on the Dave Barry book. Yeah, Zooey Deschanel, Sofia Vergara, Jason Lee. Also, Barry Sonnenfeld directed that.
Yeah, and I think Farina's in that too, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, dude, that's a fun movie. Yeah, Farina is in that.
Dude, we're doing that. I forgot about that movie till just now.
Yeah.
I need you to try Weary
Yeah.
Hard to Find
Yeah,
It. Then.
dude, it's Tom
Oh, my
Sizemore,
God.
Johnny Knoxville, Janine Garofalo, Patrick Warburton, Omar Epps. This is an incredible cast. Stanley Tucci.
Yeah. That movie was funny. I remember dying at that one.
So yeah, man, I got to put her. I got to put her in third. 'Cause she was fantastic. Who's your third character?
Dude, I put Gene Hackman. Just
Man,
as
he's good.
bumbly, sweaty, freaking low rent producer that's like, you could tell he's in way over his head, and he just played the hell out of it. Dude, I love him.
Well, and I wonder because he, at least what I read at this point, he was going like, nah, I don't do comedy. But then after
Yeah.
this, like if you look at some of the stuff he does, like The Birdcage, Royal Tenenbaums, like he's had some incredible comedic performances. And I wonder if this was his like entree into like, hey, I can be really funny.
Just like you said, though, he's playing the straight guy in a lot of those movies. I freaking love Hackman. He's awesome.
I know.
Dude, the fact is Crimson Tide this year?
I think
Or was that last
it
year?
was.
I loved Crimson Tide, and he's in that.
Yeah.
And he's, but I liked it because it was him and Denzel.
Yep, Crimson Tide was
just-
this year.
Yeah. I love me some Gene Hackman. Ever since I saw him in Superman, he's been one of my faves.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you can never go wrong with Gene Hackman. I also, like, I would have been upset if you said Danny DeVito. He was great. Delroy Lindo was great. James Gandolfini was great, but didn't really have enough to do. But there were like 6 people competing for this top 3 spots that were totally would have been fine calls.
even the guy was Leo that owed the money. He's from Ocean's 11 and all those movies.
Yeah.
Like he's
always like a
he's
sweaty, like
fantastic
fidgety little
actor,
guy.
too.
He's great.
Yeah. Cool director, Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yeah, Barry Sonnenfeld. We talked about this. He was. I think we talked about him before, but he was started with the Coen brothers doing cinematography. I think we talked about him like kind of co-writing stuff with the Coen brothers like way back in the day before he kind of went out on his own.
Well, the first one I remember him doing was For Love or Money, and we did that one.
Yep, For Love of Money.
With Michael J. Fox. But dude, Men in Black 2.
Yep.
Those are both hilarious.
Wild Wild West,
Wild Wild
which
West.
everyone at the time made fun of because it was like we'd had like 5 years in a row of Will Smith destroying the summer blockbusters, and then that one like didn't do as well. But I love Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
And she's a breast.
I
She's a
still
breath
say-
of fresh air.
Dude, I still say she's. When I walk outside and it's muggy, I'm like, oh, it is a breath of fresh ass out here. All the time. Let's just get some shut ass. Dude, I freaking love the way he directs. I like how it's like he uses like wide angle lenses in a lot of his shots, so you can like see the stuff going around. And because it's so wide, when he moves the camera, it looks like it's moving super fast, and I love that.
Yeah, and because he started as a cinematographer, it's like the camera stuff is always really good. But it seems like his movies always have like I don't know. I love comedy, and I feel like it probably doesn't get the like respect that it's due. But I think it's hard to capture comedy really well. And if you look at it, like, he's done it a bunch of times. Like can always catch people being funny. Like, and I don't know if that's performance or camera or lighting or editing or what, but it's like, dude, his movies are funny,
I think
and they
it's
could
a lot
not
to
be.
do with editing too.
Yeah.
But this is the thing I like about his comedies. You look at like Wild Wild West, whether you liked it or not. Like it looked good.
Oh,
it looked
yeah.
colorful and sharp and slick, just like this movie, and just like Men in Black did. Like he's really good at. Like you said, it's because he started with being like director of photography and all that stuff. But like, dude, I thought he was cinematographer on. I wrote it down. Hang on, I'll find it. Oh, Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah,
one.
with Rob
And he was
with
the
Rob
cinematographer
Reiner.
on that. So like he knows how to get comedy, and he makes the comedy look like an actual movie.
Yeah.
Because you can make comedy not look good. Look at Van Wilder. I just saw that the other day.
Yeah.
Like it came up on Shuffle and Plex, and I started watching it, and I was like, it's funny. Don't get me wrong, but it is what it is, and it's not. It doesn't look slick and colorful and sharp and punchy.
I like that movie, and I haven't seen it in a long time, but I used to think it was hilarious. But if you asked me now, I think I would say it's Ryan Reynolds that is hilarious. It's nothing about the movie that was necessarily hilarious, other than that he's funny and he was in every scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I totally get that. The screenwriter, Scott Frank, dude.
Yeah.
Also very good. Like Academy Award nominations for Best Adapted Screenplay for Out of Sight in '98, George Clooney.
That's the same dude's book.
Elmore Leonard, George Clooney, J-Lo. And that's a Soderbergh movie, that one's really good. Nice. And then also for Logan in 2017, which is freaking the jam.
Ooh.
And he wrote and directed Queen's Gambit on Netflix, which I loved. That shit was awesome.
I haven't watched that.
Oh, dude, really good. But like looking at his movies, the stuff that he wrote, like Little Man Tate, I remember from '91, we did not get to. Out of Sight, Minority Report, Marley and Me, Wolverine.
Ooh, Minority Report. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, this dude's written some good stuff, man.
Marley and Me. That's what I want. Can we have a movie where I watch and I have to cry?
Yeah. Marley.
I haven't had a good cry.
We just did Forrest Gump not that long ago. I don't know what else you're looking for.
Yeah, but I knew that was going to happen. I keep forgetting that the dog's going to die. Spoiler alert.
You want to watch The Yearling or Old Yeller?
And we're going to pick The Yearling again? I know we are.
Dude, I can't because it was when I was a kid and I haven't watched it as an adult. In Old Yeller, didn't the kid shoot his own dog? Like they made the kid do it.
Yeah.
That's way worse than just like when I was little, it was upsetting because the dog died, and now that I'm grown, it's upsetting that they made the kid do it.
The kid do it. Yeah.
I don't. We've covered this, but I don't want to live in the time before air conditioning and hot water where you had to shoot your own pets. I'm not.
Did you? He shot him though, right?
Yes.
Because for some reason, I'm picturing. I always say like, yeah, just like Old Yeller, tie him to a tree and hit him with a shovel.
No,
what? That's not.
No, they
what
shot him.
How did it?
They didn't beat him to
who
death.
Gets tied to a tree and hits him with a shovel.
Dude, I think you're talking about. I think that might be a Tarantino movie. Is that Inglourious Bastards? I'm not sure.
Tie him to a tree, hit him with a shovel.
I mean, according to my kid, that is about the level of trauma I've inflicted if I ask him to put his bowl in the sink when he's done with it.
And it's the green bowl. I wanted a blue bowl. You're the worst at it.
If you think that I have not seen food thrown on the floor in the last week because it wasn't the right bowl, you are definitely mistaken.
Yeah, I like how we tried to get the bowl that suction cups to the thing.
Yeah, we got those.
Cece pulled it so hard that she just ripped the top panel off of the freaking high chair when she was a baby.
She did like the Captain America where he grabs the log and just splits it with his bare hands.
Yes.
But anyway, writer Scott Frank, very good. Academy Award nominated a couple different times and has done some awesome movies. Those two know their shit.
We should talk about, not a lot, but talk about the score. I love a nice waka 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 waka, whatever kind of guitar that is, like a funky,
like a 70s like wah pedal, like.
Yeah, I like that sound, and they did that a lot.
There was some stuff
laid back.
I think there was some. I don't know if it like won anything, but there were. Oh yeah, soundtrack nominated for a Grammy. Best instrumental composition written for motion picture or television. And it says like acid and soul jazz themed soundtrack, and it was super like Booker T. It was super weird, but it was actually very cool.
Well, the guy who did it, his name is John Lurie. He was raised in New Orleans also.
Nice.
He is also as old as I am. He's born in 78. So like, he hit it perfect in all of the things for me. I was like, I got to look this guy up because I like this music in the background.
Yeah. No, born in 1952, started releasing music in 78.
52. It's 78. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
78 yeah, Lounge
My
Lizards.
Notes are wrong. Yeah. I put that wrong in my notes. That's on me. And I was like, cool, he's born in 78. He's as old as I am, and he's killing it. Now that I think about that, he would be having...
He would have been like 16 scoring this movie.
Yeah, that's not right. Oh, man. That's when you try to go too fast with your notes. But yeah, dude, I like the score. I went back and listened to it while I was typing up some of my notes.
The score was definitely cool as hell because it's one of those things where it's like it was kind of perfect for the like vibe of the movie, but also not what you would normally hear. I mean, it wasn't like Speed and Bad Boys, Mark Mancina, dun 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 dun. That's perfect for that movie, but this was totally different and weird and perfect for this movie.
Yes.
Any other good? I saw they offered a bunch of these parts to a bunch of different people, but honestly, like they nailed all of them. Like Warren Beatty, Dustin Hoffman, Michael Keaton all turned down Chili Palmer. Good. Samuel L. was considered for Delroy Lindo's role. Steve Buscemi and Matthew McConaughey were offered some different parts. But dude, this is such good casting.
Yeah, this is the way.
Yeah,
this is the way to do it. What'd you have for the worst? This is what I put for the worst. And I don't think it's bad, per se. But the whole plot with the airport locker.
Yeah.
And, like, if you weren't paying attention, if you got up to go refill your drink.
Oh, yeah.
And came back, all of a sudden you're like, what the hell's going on again? Who's got the what now with the thing? And, like, if you literally miss any of the scenes that talk about that, you don't know what the other scenes are talking about. It felt a little convoluted, that's all.
Yeah.
And you'd have to pay a little close attention for the type of movie it was. But, I could follow it fine, and I liked it. I liked it fine.
You could definitely make the argument that you should simplify this plot, but I actually kind of loved... It's the kind of movie that you expect to kind of be twisty-turny, and like it. But yeah, you're right, dude. If you could easily be going like, why are there guys at the airport who have microphones that are watching this locker?
Right.
Yeah, dude. I found some good that I didn't get to in time. The Shorty in the book was based on Dustin Hoffman, and in fact, the actual order that freaking Danny DeVito ordered at the restaurant was based off of Elmore Leonard having lunch with Dustin Hoffman and him ordering completely off menu with this just that same random shit. And apparently after after the book was released, Dustin Hoffman, because he knew Elmore Leonard, read the book and figured out that it was based on him.
That it was him. That's awesome.
Yeah. And Travolta wasn't going to play Chili Palmer, and then Quentin Tarantino told him that he should do it because he thought it was too similar to his Pulp Fiction part, and Tarantino was like, "Dude, do it. It's awesome. You'll be great at it."
And he was right.
He was absolutely right.
Good job, Tarantino.
But yeah, dude, I didn't have any
old tech alert.
I didn't have any worst really. I was trying to think about it. Like, I think it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It does it really well.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like movies like this have a lot of they treat violence very casually, which but it's also part of the comedy of it.
Right.
It's like that these guys can be pointing guns at each other and then like later laughing and talking about how they're going to make a movie together.
Yeah.
So, sorry, old tech, magazines on the toilet.
Magazines on the toilet. I had magazines. Also, there was a physical Rolodex that he went through. Yeah. I like that. I like a nice Rolodex. Also, I don't think they have those lockers in LAX anymore. I don't think you can have lockers in the airport.
No.
Now that 9/11 happened.
They'd be all full of bombs.
All of them.
Yeah, they do still have them at like water parks and stuff, and they're very reasonable if you want to rent one. It's like $78 a day. But what I do is I just take my wallet, put it in the shoe, push it up towards the toe. They never look there. They check the heel, they move on.
They move on. Oh, man. The last time I used a locker like that was on the Tron ride at Disney World. You got to put your stuff in there because when it's twisting and turning, you don't want your chain falling out and killing the people below the roller coaster.
I thought for a second you said you didn't want your chain falling off. I was like, what kind of chain are you wearing there? Ludicrous.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I like to be iced out when I go to Disney because...
yeah, dude, in case they don't take your card, you can just take your watch off and hand that to them. Buy your family a nice buffet.
Oyster, mother of pearl. Put that in there.
5 questions?
Political incorrectness? Oh, I didn't have any political incorrectness.
I didn't. I mean, all of the political incorrectness seemed like it was intentional and part of the comedy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. 5 questions.
Yeah.
It's rated R.
It's rated R. But, I mean, would you let like a 13, 14-year-old watch this?
I would let Jake watch this, and it's a soft R for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
not a hard R.
Yeah, dude, it's like Fortnite violence. It's not like Pulp Fiction violence, and it's just a bunch of F words, which I don't care that much about.
It's so many F words. I want to go back and just watch the scene where he's on the toilet now.
And I then go rewatch when they're at the restaurant and Danny DeVito orders off menu. That sounds great.
Dude, what's the thing that Gene Hackman, he broke his hand, but there's like wires like connecting his fingers?
I don't know.
Is that so he doesn't move it? Like,
I've
seen that before.
Dude, you're the one who's married to a medical professional. I have no idea.
I can't ask her that. She'll tell me to shut up and get out of the room.
Would this movie get made if it were pitched now? It seems like a perfect type of movie. I feel like they make this type of movie like every 5 years. That's why I was thinking about like
crime comedy vibe.
Yeah,
like it's
like Lucky Number 11 or like there was like Logan's.
I thought you said recently.
Well, not I mean for us.
Yeah, dude. But like even does it have to be it can be crime comedy and like police stuff. Like they're still making Beverly Hills Cop movies. So like this one I just like because it's skewers Hollywood. It's got that meta.
Yeah. Well, like
a movie inside of a movie. I love
like
that.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, dude. We love that movie. That's kind of a similar type of vibe.
So good.
I mean, they made that pretty recently, 2005.
Jeez.
I remember like it was yesterday, the early aughts. I had all my cartilage fluid still. I could just jump down off the couch like nothing.
I like how you said jump down off the couch. Now I'm just like,
where do you think I'm jumping
try
from?
To stand up without making noise.
Yeah, all my joints were still under warranty. Movie or TV show? They made a TV series about this, but it seems like such a I don't know. I like a movie like this.
Did you see the guy from SNL? It's the name of the show's Barry. It was on HBO.
Yeah,
where he's the contract killer. Dude, like it's not exactly the same.
Yeah,
but it's got like
Bill Hader,
quick writing. What's that?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader, that's right. It's got like quick writing and it's back and forth. It's funny, but it's also got some violence. And it's hard to follow the plot in some of those episodes.
Yeah,
I really liked it. I think they could make this a TV show.
Yeah,
and follow Chili Palmer.
Well, dude, and looking at like I just clicked on the Wikipedia category Mafia comedy films. It's like 8 heads in a duffel bag. Analyze this.
When's 8 heads in a duffel bag? When did that come out?
We missed it. No, it's 97. 97.
Ooh. Oh, we can't miss it, dude.
But like, Get Shorty, like Bad Boy. Like there's a bunch of really good movies on this list of like what they call, like Dick Tracy.
Mafia comedies.
I'm just looking through
Everywhere
it.
I turn.
Mickey Blue Eyes, Mr. Nice Guy, whole 9 yards. Like there's some, whole 9 yards.
Right.
My Blue Heaven. Like there's some good, this is Oscar, which you
Why
love.
did you have 40 copies of the same book? In case I wanted to read it more than once. Man. What's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? You can unscrew a light bulb. Jeez. I love My Blue Heaven. We need to watch that.
we missed it for the podcast, but we can just watch it just for the fun.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch it. Did you recast anybody? I had a couple of people.
Yeah, well, hit me with what you got.
So I know this is not the same feel, but I would love to have Ryan Gosling play Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
I just rewatched Fall Guy. That dude's funny.
He's funny, dude. And I love Fall Guy.
He really is funny. He really is funny.
Yeah.
So I want Ryan Gosling playing Michael, whatever his last name was.
Yeah.
Then I want Paul Giamatti playing the Gene Hackman part. Because I feel like he could be that kind of thing. For Karen Flores, I feel like she might be a little too old now, but Rachel McAdams is who I would like for that. And then Oscar Isaac is who I want playing Chili Palmer. Because I like that dude. And I feel like he could do it. I didn't do Delroy Lindo. Who's Peoples Hernandez? Jeffrey Wright. That's who I want for Delroy Lindo. Bo, whatever his name was. Wasn't it Bo? Uncle Bo?
I was just thinking because I just saw him posting on social media he's doing like a play or something, and I was just thinking that like I would love to see John Leguizamo in this movie is like maybe either as Bones.
Oh, God,
like it's just as one of the like hard ass mafia, but like Bones is kind of perfect because he's a hard ass mafia guy, but he also is like kind of a bumbling, like he's always screwing stuff up and he's never stops talking.
But he talks so much too. Yeah, that's. Oh man, Mr. Leguizamo Berg is so dark and exotic. Oh God, John Leguizamo. Now I need to go watch his one-man show.
He's great, dude.
Oh, it burns. It's in my eyes. It burns because you're wicked.
Not on the lips.
You have to unravel it.
Yeah. All right, man.
Criminy.
Dude, I can't even remember. I watched this like 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember where I watched it.
You watched it on MGM Plus. You don't have that, do you?
No, I never even heard of that. HBO Max.
HBO Max is where it was?
Yeah.
It's an MGM. They probably don't even have MGM Plus. I just know you said MGM earlier, so I guessed it was MGM Plus.
Yeah. Available for streaming on HBO Max. This is if you missed this one and you're like listening to us talk about movies, you should probably check it out because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
We got just one movie left for 95, and we were kind of looking at the list. We're like, I don't know. We got Jumanji, American President. We got a bunch of random stuff, and I think we're gonna do the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
Just because we spent like 5 minutes talking about Tevin Campbell before we started recording, like, dude, let's just do that. That movie's great.
Can we just play the whole song as part of the thing, or will that not work?
No, it definitely will not work. We could sing the whole song, and we will not get copyright strikes.
I'll find a karaoke. Yeah, because it doesn't sound anything like Tevin.
That's what I'm saying. No one will be confused as to whether we are infringing. But that soundtrack goes way too hard, and I'm looking forward to watching it again.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. So what else?
Nothing else, man. One movie left for 95, and then we'll do our Nathan's year-end wrap-up. And then it's on to 96.
Yeah. I totally forgot we called them the Nathans.
Some 9-6 shit, you know what I'm saying?
93 and 3 pennies.
Any back for the nasty 9-6.
They're coming to New Orleans, by the way. With Boyz II Men and Tony Braxton. Nick's trying to get me to go.
That's awesome. If they would all agree to do 3 songs, I would go. No, I mean, New Edition and Boyz II Men can do as many songs as they want. Tony Braxton 3, and then I want her to wrap it up. I don't want the deep cuts.
Wrap it up and don't come back out when they're singing either.
It's like, oh, Keith Sweat, he got the greatest hits album. I was like, is it just Nobody and then the Nobody radio version? What does he have on there?
And then Twisted, and then that's it?
And then Twisted? What do you mean album? Greatest hits album. What's he thinking?
I don't know if you know this, but I heard him sing recently live on YouTube, and he is still completely stopped up. It's just like, I want to be like
yeah,
he is. He's
nasally, man.
Sudafed.
And
yeah, he is.
But respect to Keith Sweat out there doing it.
Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
Keith with an F.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, con Dios.
Yeah. Bye, con Dios.
Thanks for listening to Movie Life Crisis. Please subscribe, rate, and review, and remember, don't drive angry.